Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today we are cutting quite a spectacular piece of rough black opal. There are some obvious inclusions, but I do believe those inclusions are going to come out and we're going to be ending up with quite a spectacular gem. I'm very excited to share this one with you, so no more talking, let's see the rough opal and get to cutting. So this is the opal that we're tackling today. It's a beautiful black opal. You can see it's got jet black potch on the underside as well as the top side. It's got a decently thick color bar, but the trouble is it looks like something has burrowed its way in. It's got this enormous pit here on the right hand side, and the trouble I have, you can see it's on top. There's some room underneath where that is. So I'm thinking if I take it down on this side, if we bring it down far enough, we can remove that pit and still have a low dome top gem black opal. The color is electric. It's got some of my favorite colors in there. This sort of cobalty blue, electric green. It's right up my street, so I'm really hoping this cuts something spectacular. I could obviously tackle it from this side. You can see it also faces nicely there, but the trouble is that pit, if I face it from here, it means the stone won't be easily settable because it'll have this giant inclusion that inhibits the structural integrity of the stone. So as much as I like this color play here, I do believe it's a smarter decision to come down on this side and see if we can save a bit more of that carat weight. The color is still great here, so I'm hoping that gamble pays off. Let's weigh it up and then we can go and cut it. Just under a carat, so we're going to end up with a pointer, but that's okay because this color is electric. Let's go to the cutting wheels. So we're in business. It's time to cut the opal. Because the color bar we can see already goes the whole way around, there's no need for me to trim around the edges just yet. I think it's safer and more efficient just to take it down straight on the top, expose that color and see if we can get that pit from out the side, because that thing is going to plague my existence until it's gone. So let's get straight to it. I'm just going to take a quick moment to apologize for the audio in this video. It will be up and down throughout. I tried recording with a different piece of equipment and it just didn't work, so apologies that it's loud and quiet at times. That colour is bold. It's been waiting there for 100 million years. I'm the first to see it. And you guys too, I guess. I'm really liking how this is looking. Let's turn that exposure down a touch. There we go. Super bright, super bright, 5 out of 5, which is what we love to see. Right, let's start around the edges now. Let's trim it in slightly around the edges, clear up some of those rough patches. Okay, let's see if we can roll some of these inclusions out, because they need to go. Can't set a stone like this, it's hideous. Okay, so we've got most of the stuff at the top. I think it's important now at this stage, if we just take a moment, go back indoors. Let me see if I can give you a close-up on this. And see where all these inclusions lie, because I've got quite a thick colour bar on one of the sides, so I might be able to sacrifice some of the inclusions to get a nicer high dome gem, but let's take a look on the inside because we'll be able to get a better look. So here we are. The stone is pretty much dry now. You can see it's got that beautiful green and blue play of colour, but I don't know if you can see, but there are some inclusions left in the face. They're quite large. The pit, it still goes in a little bit more, and the question is whether we sacrifice the height of the dome to be able to take those out to have a larger face of colour. And I'm kind of leaning towards that because I've got enough to play with. Obviously these ones around the edge will have to go as well, and hopefully these will roll out as I take the dome down. I think that's the best decision. Like you can see, there's a good mil or two of colour bar there, and it should hopefully allow me to keep the size in terms of the face of colour larger than just trimming that edge in and ending up with a way smaller stone. I think top down is the way to go here. Obviously wetting it up shows we've got some brilliant colour there, and yeah, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some of it, but I do think it will pay off. It's got 3D colour on colour, so by sacrificing the top, I'm going to be exposing new layers of silica colour underneath. And, you know, I'm quite excited to see what they look like. Anyway, now we've seen it up close, we can see the troubles we've got. Let's go back and remove them. Whenever you're cutting opal, the excitement and the anticipation of seeing what the final gem will look like can get the better of you. It's important, even when you're cutting opal this small, just to take your time. This opal has been in the making for over 100 million years before it's reached your hands. Just take the time to really try and perfect what you're trying to do and give the opal its best chance. And when I mean best chance, you know, have it look the best as possible. It's not going to reform, and there's not another one underground waiting to be mined that looks like this one. It's a one of one. So pay it the respect it needs and enjoy the process. Cutting opal can be quite a meditative experience, at least for me. Everything else seems to stop whilst I'm on the wheels. As you can see, I'm taking my time with this one, slowly but surely taking the inclusions out. I'm also paying attention to the shape of the dome. Although an uneven dome doesn't really bother me, it does bother the jewelers when they come to set the stone. So I'm paying attention to how even it is and how uniform the stone will sit once it's being set. We're not at the stage where those sort of final decisions are being made, but I'm keeping it in the back of my mind. As you can see here, I'm trying to roll over that quite high edge because it's not matching the other side of the stone. I'm quite happy with where we're at now, and that colour play is just magnificent. So let's top up the opal. Now that the opal is on a dop stick, it's much easier to control. I'm actually dry cutting the stone right now, and if you're ever doing this yourself, make sure you wear a mask because silica dust is no joke. It will do some long-lasting damage. The reason I'm dry cutting is because the water can often hide an inclusion in the stone when you're trying to cut it out, so cutting the stone whilst it's all dry will make it easier to see, like a sand spot like this. You can see right here it's tiny and the water would hide that, so dry cutting it just makes it much easier to see and you know when it's out. Once you're happy with where it's at, stick the water back on and start to finish your stone. I'm rounding off all the edges here. I'm going to keep the stone freeform. I just love colour like this and I love the colour play, and a freeform stone is where my heart lies, and that's what I'll do. I'm just taking out any sort of jagged edges and making sure it's got one smooth sweep around the side of the stone without any weird sort of bits that are jutting out. Although it's freeform and I can keep it any shape I like, it's better just to, you know, make it somewhat pleasing. Moving over to the 600 grit wheel, I'm making sure the sides are going to be nicely polished, hence this weird little technique I'm using where I'm making sure the side of the stone is the only bit touching the wheel before I go back to the rest of the dome. Always make sure you're checking your work throughout. You can see here I'm stopping just to have a look at how the dome is rolling over with the light. It's onto the 1200 grit wheel where we're starting the pre-polish. And obviously, it's the lead up to the moment we've all been waiting for, that final polish. Here we are adding the cerium oxide, i.e. the final polish. If you've enjoyed the video so far, please leave it a like, it helps me out tremendously. And now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the final reveal. An absolutely sensational black opal, flagstone and chaff pattern from all angles, with a bright electric green and electric blue play of colour. These are my favourite colours. If anyone wants to send me opal for free, make sure it's got these colours in it, and I'll add you to the top of my favourites list. Let me know your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think of this opal. It certainly ticks all the boxes for me. Freeform with those beautiful colours and beautiful pattern. We're going to weigh it up now so you can see the final weight of the stone. Although small, it is mighty, clocking in at 0.315 carats. Freeform shape with a brightness of 4. It was a 5 initially, but we've had to take so much of the high dome out. I think it's brought the brightness down a little bit to a 4. But it's got a colour play from all angles, it's not directional at all, so it doesn't matter whichever way this is set, someone will be seeing some black opal colour facing them. I'm super happy with how this turned out, and I can't repeat myself enough, it is just phenomenal. Again, let me know what you think down below. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave it a like, and if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. I'm cutting opal all the time. Thank you very much for watching.